We didn't make the rules. We didn't choose this life. God gave us the vajayjay.
Oh, no.
So take it up with the creator.
We're angry, we're loud, we're violent. We always demasculize men, and that's exactly how Black women are.
We're not trying to wait in line behind you with your broke self and your declining cards.
I don't know if I would approach her, but she's good looking.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Oh. Shouldn't.
And you're asking me to split the bill, and I don't think that's like respectful.
Black women are very problematic, and it doesn't just happen to men.
Vengeful.
They do it to women too.
Men don't like us because women have a choice whether they want to be broke or not. Like, if you a woman and you broke and you don't want to be broke no more, you could do one thing. You ain't even got to move a muscle. All you got to do is wake up and like the dude that likes you a little more than you like him. And boom, you're going to have a house. You're going to have a car. He going to give you his car. You set up for life. You good. You can get back on your feet.
Set up for life? Not for life. I had to take a breather. I'll tell you why. The fact that she said set up for life, a house and a car. This is why these ladies right now they're getting their degrees and buying homes because they think they're set for life. While men are putting their money in 401ks. It's different. I'm telling y'all, it's different.
Women, and I know they're gonna be like, "Still broke,
No stocks, nothing.
but she's sleeping with, but that's homeless, that's bummy." But hey, she can just, and then they're gonna try to equate it to just sex, because I don't know why, but men think everything about sex.
The 3 or 4.
But everybody knows by now you don't have to have sex. Anything you want out of men, a man that really likes you, but that's besides the point. That's all she gotta do.
You gonna want them goodies.
She could be right where you at, where you had to work hard to get to. She don't gotta do nothing. And hey, we didn't make the rules. We didn't choose this life. God gave us the vajayjay.
Oh, no.
So take it up with the creator.
Oh, no. She had a nerve to mock God on top of all of that. He didn't give it to you to do that. He was against that. You know what he calls them? Jezebels. Ding, 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 ding. A man is going to want the goods. He is. No man. Like, a lot of ladies do that, and they figure it out after a while. You have to give up the goods. I even heard a sprinkle comment today. You guys probably seen the video already. Like, if it's a little PP, it doesn't count. I'm thinking, like, man, how many bodies that woman? They racking them up. They're hiding it from you guys. They not counting bodies with small pews, and they saying big pews with more than one time. It's like you've been with a whole bunch of people. It's crazy. It's wild.
But some Black women are very problematic, like really angry, and like so full of spite that they don't even think about repercussions as far as their get back. And it doesn't just happen to men.
Vengeful.
They do it to women too. One of my men friends told me that for a long time he didn't trust Black women. He told me why. He told me things Black women done to him. And I couldn't blame him. Come to think about it, men have done me dirty for sure. But women, especially Black women friends, the grimiest. I'm not at all saying it's all of us, because it's not. I don't consider myself a problematic Black woman. But I can call them out when I see them. And most of you are very detrimental to the community and its growth. Especially if you're prone to calling the police on men who were never a threat. Or if you were predatory in nature to your friend's man because of envy. Sisters, we need to work on us and some healing, because sometimes it's not everybody else. It's really us. And it's okay to say that it is. It's
Yes.
okay to heal from it. And it's okay to become a better person.
A lot of ladies need to heal from it because that's what's keeping you single. Men know that you're vengeful like that. Men aren't staying away for no reason. Guys know. Guys know how you do when you don't like a girl no more. You want to their friend. You want to get with their man. Even girls know. I saw a girl the other day. I reacted to her. She said, "No, you can't know how my man is doing. He got a brother that got bad credit. And he gonna run up your credit. You still want him? He got a brother on crack right now. You want him? Well, you don't need to know how my man doing, because that's what it is. They want your man. It's wild, man. When you can't trust them, farther than you could throw them.
My friends are great. My friends are just amazing. All the women that I know are just phenomenal. I don't believe y'all. I think a lot of y'all don't know how to make good decisions, can't
Yep.
choose good friends, and don't even know right from wrong. The stuff that y'all support. How do I know that your friend is really amazing like you say she is?
Mm-hmm.
How do I know that you have all these great people in your life and you can tell good from bad based on the decision that you've made? Women love to act like whenever you call out bad behaviors, they only know good women. Your judgment, I can't believe your judgment. You don't hold nobody accountable. You don't hold yourself
Wow.
accountable. So a person that don't hold themselves accountable, you cannot tell me that you know how to pick a good friend or a bad friend, or like your mindset is so skewed that you can't be trusted to tell me that you have all these great friends, because what is your definition of great? If you don't hold people accountable, how do you even really know what greatness is? Because you'll say right is wrong and wrong is right. And that's the problem that happens too often in our community when it comes to us as women. We support everything that's wrong and try to make it right. And when somebody calls out the actual wrong stuff, we say, oh no, that's not happening around me. It is happening. And your friends are doing it, but you don't hold them accountable because you don't hold yourself accountable. So you don't even know what they're doing is wrong. If we're being all the way honest, you don't. So when y'all get in my comments talking about how amazing your friends are, I don't be believing half of y'all. I don't believe y'all.
Yeah. You shouldn't believe them, right? Because they're trying to get into your circle. Seriously. You don't know where they've been. You don't know who they've been around. You don't know what they're plotting. Seriously, as I just said, you can't trust them. You trust them as far as you can throw them, and you can't throw them nowhere. So, you're not a world's strongest woman going around here tossing people like frisbees. Then don't trust it, right? Because people will do you the worst. Especially, it's sad. It's sad it has to be like that. I don't like it. I know it's not like that with men so much, but with women, you have to tread carefully and watch your back and watch the people around you back. Like, you never know what one of them are thinking. Seriously.
Are starting to shy away from Black women. We're angry, we're loud, we're violent. We always demasculize men, and that's exactly how Black women are.
Tough.
I think men back then dated more white women and other races.
No.
Listen, Black men are still dating Black women overall.
Black women
I'm
are
not
more.
saying there's none, but I think that a lot of Black men are shying away from Black women. Yeah, and the famous ones too.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I say, well, the famous ones definitely, but I say this: a change needs to happen, and the change comes from within. It's like when you become a Christian, you change, right? The same thing these ladies need to do: change. You have to want it. You really do. You have to want it, and it's not because you want to get a man, right? But if you want that man, you do have to change. You have to be open to being okay with some things, like submission, right? When I say that word, I know. Say if any ladies are watching, it probably shivers your body. You got the jitters, and that's not good. Because yes, you do need to submit to a man, to the right man, and not the man that makes 100,000, not the man that's 6 feet. You need to submit to a man who's about more and is possibly making more, not that 6-figure you're thinking about. A man can make under that and it still be more than enough.
She's in front of you in line and her card declines. She looks at you and smiles. What you doing? I'm telling her, ma'am, can you please move to the side while you call your bank so that us that's waiting in line can get out of here?
Yep.
We're not trying to wait in line behind you with your broke self and your declining cards. Listen, I'm going to tell you gentlemen something. Women know that they broke. They know that they ain't got no money. She ain't going to be like, oh my God, you're my knight in shining armor if you pay for this. And I want to take you and make love to you and be with you and take you on a date and give you some poom poom. You guys will allow a woman to smile at you, and in exchange for a silly smile, you guys will make a bad financial decision. And that's why they don't respect you. Tell her to move to the side. Tell her to get out of the way. That's what you do. See, a lot of men are not used to beautiful women, and because of that, they make silly decisions. I'm used to beautiful women. My friends are used to beautiful women. That doesn't move or sway us. Because beauty is one thing, but beauty on the inside, a good human being, that's a whole different level of woman. So if you do see this, if you're in this situation and it happens, tell her, ma'am, can you please move your out of the way so everybody else can pay for their food and get up out of here?
He's right, though. He's right. And guys have to get used to it, right? You do. And you do that when guys, I'll tell you one thing. A lot of men haven't been anywhere. And I'm a firm believer in that. Men need to see what's out there, go out there, even travel to different states, but most likely travel to different countries and see why you need to travel. Because that's when you're going to see. When you see the difference in woman, you see the difference in attitude, woo, it'll touch your soul. And not only just for that, right? You got to travel for the different experiences. Really, because when I leave, I'll tell you like this. In pretty much every country, except for where I'm from, they don't really have GMOs, right? So, do you know how that feels? Like, I'll give you an example. When the pandemic was happening, and I was in Pennsylvania with my cousin, and I bought an egg. The egg was oversized, wasn't good. Also, I bought a piece of garlic, because garlic has healing properties, right? I bought a piece of garlic to eat. The garlic had no allicin in it, and it was this big, a garlic clove, this big, no allicin. I chewed it. I said, "What's that?" I spit it out right away. Usually, you buy the garlic, that spiciness comes. No allicin, no spiciness. And then when I got back home, I was excited. I was happy because I was home.
Servant of the Lord. So what I've learned, I would say I haven't been in a relationship since I've been saved. So now that I'm saved, it's really the Lord who's changed how I have relationships now. So I would say that what I've learned from the Lord is patience, having the fruits of the Spirit, patience, communication, understanding. I learned just to, I guess, not settle.
Even the girl looked at her like, nobody's trying to hear that. Let me let her finish though.
Not settle. So not allowing myself to overlook certain things that I need.
What are those needs?
I would say someone who can provide. It was some years ago. So I dated somebody like younger, and I was just like, someone who can provide. I need someone who can provide.
That's your fault.
And someone who can match me physically. And I mean, at that time, I was intimate. I'm not anymore. I'm waiting till marriage now. But at the time, he just didn't match me sexually.
The girl
and
right
I
there.
knew that even before we were intimate. So I should have just never done it.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. And I popped my balloon just because you're not really my physical type.
What?
I was like, I have a thing with noses, and I like a guy with kind of like a thin like bridge. Yeah, I like noses. Yes.
Okay. It's fine.
No, she's someone that's your type.
And she's pretty. I mean, I don't know if I would approach her, but she's good looking.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Oh,
Shouldn't?
You shouldn't.
Okay. All right.
you shouldn't? Oh man. When I looked at her from an attitude, I didn't see someone that was saved. They say that though, you have to, your character has to show it, you know. And I didn't see it. I saw a lady that became a Christian modern woman. You're saying the same thing they're saying in the world. You didn't say anything you could do for a man. You just said what a man can do for you. Guys, I don't know if you see my last reaction video. This video is probably going to come before that, but it was a white woman saying she doesn't count things. She doesn't count how many times she cooks for her husband. That's just the service she does as a wife. Do you believe that, Miss Save Lady? I doubt it.
So you're saying it's okay to say that you men?
Yes, but there's no violence that is going to come from me saying that.
Of course there is.
I don't believe that. I just don't agree.
Does that mean it's okay then to say it as long as we can't measure in any way that a violent occurrence happens from it?
There's no way to know, but I mean, I told you I have. I'm
exactly. There's no way to know. So since there's no way to know,
things.
and we can't empirically demonstrate it, then how can you even say you're punching up?
Because there's just generations of men being the same way towards women.
Yeah,
so when I joke about,
how
I hate men,
how would you demonstrate it when you say to me that there's no possible way that we could empirically measure whether or not me making a
I
comment?
agree with you. I agree with you.
So then how is it even punching up, really?
It's such a literal joke.
What's the joke?
It's just unserious. Like, you're not going to be like, I hate women unless you're just an incel. Like, you know what I mean?
Have you considered the possibility that you're a very toxic female?
Yes, I do. I consider myself toxic.
Okay.
I have a lot of toxic traits.
She's a crybaby, I can tell. From the way she's talking, she whines a lot. Just all around headache. Avoid women like that at all costs, because she says she hits men, right? Yeah, he said it. You hit men. No, couldn't happen. Like, that woman is going to get her head knocked off one day. You can't just be hitting men nowadays. Some men hit back. Rightfully so. Right? You see it all the time when women don't realize. They think they can fight men in boxing. They think they can hit men, and they expect nothing to happen. She is long overdue. I can tell. And I'm sure those guys on the panels thinking the same thing. What are you talking about? It's no joke. Not a joke at all about that.
In their 30s trend, you know what it is? You just have more resources. you just have more resources. Like, you couldn't pay me to go back to my 20s. I was a lot skinnier. However, you could not pay me to go back to my 20s. In my 20s, I was a lot less secure. I had so much more people-pleasing tendencies. I didn't have as many boundaries, and I didn't have money. I was broke. I didn't take my first real proper vacation until I was like 29 on the cusp of 30s. And my 30s vacations have been lit. Multiple vacations a year. 1, 2, 3. Last year, it's 3. Yeah, last year was 3. Okay, you cannot pay me to go back to my 20s. In your 30s, you are so much more secure. Your 401k is building. Like, you are just more yourself. Your prefrontal cortex is fully developed, so you're not making stupid decisions. You understand long-term thinking. You fully understand the consequences of your actions, and you're just I would honestly say your 30s are the most enhanced version of who you are supposed to be. Without outside and other influences, you're not as susceptible to peer pressure and highly influenced. Your 30s are where it's at. Like, you could not pay me to go back to my 20s. And you just glow differently when you have that level of confidence that comes from just life experience and knowing who you are. That's all this women in your 30s trend is about. You know, you have resources. You can afford better food. You can afford better clothes. You can afford better experiences. You are happier, so you are glowing differently. Like, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Like, you know, when people say you're not ugly, you're just broke. I feel like that's what being in my 30s has been about. Like, I just have more resources, so I'm able to live the way I want to live, and I'm a lot happier. I think that's just what your 30s is when you're looking at women in their 30s.
We call them 剩女, which means leftover women.
That's what makes the trend look good. They're just happy. They're glowing. They're glowing. You can tell they are happy and settled in life.
Happy and settled in life, but I don't know her. I don't know her situation. Hopefully she has a man and she's not just chasing the bag, because that's what I see, right? I see another one chasing the bag, not trying to get a man anytime soon. Maybe she doesn't care. Maybe she doesn't want to have kids. I can't put that on everyone. But if that's the case, you should be worried right now. Right? They don't see that clock is ticking. If that is the case, because I don't know if it is, you should be very worried.
And you're asking me to split the bill with you.
Wow, this is wild. Y'all got to see
Man's
this one
woman
for
split
sure.
27.
It's a respect thing.
I just don't know.
Oh, wow.
Asking to split a $27 bill
Yeah,
is
he's
sad.
crazy.
Where they do that at?
Okay, I don't know you that well, so that's completely fair.
Wait, the fact that she went on an IHOP date for $27, that means she wasn't just, because you can still go to IHOP, right? And just be ordering and bring the bill up to a lot. I've been to IHOP. I mean, you be full. you can't eat that many pancakes. Like, you're going to get full, but still, you can run up the bill to at least $40, $50. And my man is trying to, he's not used to girls. Man, guys, that's why it's important that you get out, because he really thinks that him going on this date with her is something big. Man, I give her respect. I do. I give her respect. Look at her. She's shocked. Like, you said, let's go to IHOP, and I said, okay. And now she's probably broke too. And now you're complaining about 27. You got to do better. You got to do better. That's not me. So I'm not doing it. Hopefully none of you guys will do that. But let's go.
But I still agreed to go on a date with you to IHOP, and you're asking me to split the bill, and I don't think that's like respectful.
Dude, you should have never asked her to go on a date if you couldn't pay for it.
I would pay for you at a nice restaurant as well. Just, it's principle.
If broke was a person, your picture would be right next to it in the dictionary.
Okay, well, it's a respect thing for me, and on top of being disrespectful, I feel like you just sat here and played a slots game app literally the entire time.
Lady, you should have just paid the bill, got up, and left. You talking way too much to him.
She should have.
After asking me to go on a date for the last 3 weeks.
See, I think that man did this on purpose because he had to wait 3 weeks.
So
it's called Jackpot World, and I'm practicing for a tournament coming up. I told you that.
Okay, how does the slots game app on your phone help you practice for a tournament in Vegas?
Lady, just get up, leave, and never look back and
Yeah.
it.
Get out.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Get out!
Has every type of slot you would not
You got the money.
understand.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't understand because I'm not doing that during a date. I don't want to go back and forth about this game thing,
I see why people gave up on dating.
like, this whole time. I'm just saying that I would really appreciate it if you took care of the bill because you asked me out, but if you can't, that's fine.
You're doing way too much talking over a $27 bill. Let it go, let him go.
It is 2024, and I don't know you that well. If I knew you were the type of girl to let me hit on the first date, like, maybe.
Dude, we all want to know who raised you. What does your mama have to say about this video?
Why would you say something to me like that? Seriously. I took time out of my day to come see you. This is beyond disrespectful.
It is clear that the dating pool for sure has pee in it.
Honestly, I'm getting so angry right now. I would like if you just left. I will take care of it. I really don't want to hear from you.
Dudes like you are the reason why a lot of
good
women
for
have
girl.
given up on dating. This is ridiculous.
You'll take care of it.
Yes.
I mean, I might actually let you do that.
Okay.
All right, that's enough, dude. You don't need to go on any more
Just
dates.
leave,
ever
yeah.
again. Dude, like, who raised you?
Degenerate mother.
Wow. That right there took me for a loop. That's the first one I seen in reverse. I had to talk on it because $27? Yeesh.
Okay. I don't like it. Oh, so men shouldn't take time off?
No.
Oh my.
Why are you not at work? Why is it a Wednesday afternoon and you're not working?
I mean, it's almost like it's nobody's business why a man would decide to take the day off work. I mean, heaven forbid he be taking care of some personal or family business, or even just taking time for himself. But apparently, that's asking too much.
Not at the office. Not on a construction site.
I wonder if they could stereotype men a little bit more. I bet that would help.
Do you work from home? Because even that's pushing it.
And who can guess what they're about to say next?
Working from home is for the girlies. The girlies and the gays. Not for the guys.
Working from
this
home is
fun.
for the girls.
So now the appropriateness of a person's job is dependent on their gender as well as their orientation. K.
Why are you traipsing around a random city on a Tuesday?
She's crazy.
Go to work. Go to work.
You know, ironically, in the spirit of equality, I think someone should probably be taking their own advice.
Wow. Does she know how many men make hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars working online? Does she know that's the new upper class now? People working online? Oh, she has no idea. And then she'll say, I want a man that makes... it's wild, right? She's talking like that. And then she'll be one that says, I want a man making 100,000 and doesn't realize that's the new rich. Like, I saw a Filipino company, I repeat, a Filipino company go from 0 to 3 million, no, 2.7 million in 3 years with the online call center. I repeat, from 0 to 2.7 million in 3 years. And she said, that's for the girlies. Lady, my mama used to say, what I'm going to say, guys, somebody switched off the brain. Definitely did. Most of these ladies have no clue. They can't even understand. They wouldn't know. If they looked a man that was high value in the eyes, they wouldn't even know it. That's sad. They wouldn't even know how to identify a real go-getter or a real moneymaker or a guy that makes $50,000 a year, but he could be sitting on $500,000 in stocks and 401k and retirement savings. Like, these ladies have no clue. They have no clues because Noah, somebody switched off the brain. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Peace out. See you next video.